Good morning. I thought I would take you with me on a job today. It's a job that I bid a while back. I thought I would get to it sooner. I wanted to do it like right away when I looked at it. But the schedule was full enough that it's probably been a month or more. But what's interesting about it is the guy that we're working for, his name's Larry. I met him at, I think it was Harbor Freight, and he's like, hey, I watch your videos. And then I ended up doing a bid for him. And he's just a really industrious, cool guy to work for. It's like a really good vibe. It's a no cleanup job. When I bid the job, I did not have a bucket truck. And I got to thinking about the job after I got the bucket truck and thought maybe it would actually fit up in there because it's a really nimble truck. And so I called him, and it was just a climbing job, but he said, yeah, bring it. So we're going to see if it works for one or two or more of the trees. I really don't know. We'll see what happens when we get there. And I'll give the guy a camera. He'll just be helping me. And I thought it might be an interesting video for the subscribers to see us work together, myself and one of you, a YouTube viewer, a very do-it-yourself type of guy, but not without intelligence. He's not a YouTube guy on a ladder that's about to get wrecked. He's a guy that saw my air cannon, saw the concept of it, and made one of his own so that he could launch lines, put lines in trees and pull them down. And so he's got just the right amount of do-it-yourself with common sense, the kind that keeps you alive. So I think you'll like this guy, and we'll go and shoot a video together, and it'll be kind of like we're working together, my audience and myself. It's a really cool vibe. I'll see you there.
I just heard from my very gracious neighbor, and he said to go ahead and take that section off of that oak tree. It's funny, on one of your videos I heard you saying that's a since you're here tree. Can you explain?
Yeah, sensual.
Yeah, and I'm like,
sensual tree.
yeah, and I'm like, oh no, now I'm that guy.
And it's gonna be hooked to something that you're gonna lower.
Gotcha.
And then you're just gonna go like that, and just you decide whether you want this, you know.
So the more turns, the more
friction,
the more speed it takes off.
Right. So if it was a very light piece, you might just go like this, and that would just redirect it a little bit.
Okay.
And then if it started burning your hands, you just let it run.
Okay.
And save yourself, because that net fence is hammered.
Yeah.
Still, we're not trying to. So it'll be like this. And my guess is on the first one up there, I looked at it, it's kind of beefy. You're probably going to be looking at something like this.
Okay.
So that's it.
All right.
And then make sure you don't get tangled in
Oh yeah.
any rope that's going fast with a load on it. If you got your foot in it or something, it'd be like not good.
No legs, no feet, no fingers, no fingers.
And maybe don't take wraps like this.
Yeah, so this way it'll, if it gets bad, just let it go.
If you're able to let it go, I mean, if you have to let it go, you want to be able to let it go.
Yeah.
So I'll go and rig us one up, and you'll get to lower it.
Okay.
See here. Right now, a regular bucket truck, a 60-footer, would be out of reach.
Wow.
But I have this magical up.
Oh, Oh,
Because it's an elevator truck, it has another 15 feet. Yeah, it's
that
pretty
was
cool.
Yeah, that was cool to see.
I mean, I had a 60-foot bucket truck before this, and it got short all the time. Dang. See that carnival ride? That's the way these things are. I'd rather be on a tree doing that than a fiberglass boom. So what you're gonna get is probably 200 pounds. So I'd put like that thing that I showed you on.
Okay.
And then just go ahead and take the slack out of it and hook it up.
Okay, I'm good. Feet are clear.
Perfect. And then at some point, you'll see that it may be kind of hard to manage the rope and the piece. It's on the other side of the fence there, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So I can take the rope.
Okay.
All right, so now I've got the rope.
Okay, I'm coming out of the jailbreak.
And then you'll just have to do your best to lay that down somewhere. Might be challenging, huh? So when it's probably better to have left it hanging above the fence before you gave me the rope.
Okay.
That way you'd have the bottom free. In that box over there, the passenger side box, there's a little battery powered saw.
Okay.
If you wanted to use it to do anything, or do you want some slack from me?
I think I'll use the little saw.
Okay. All right, you want me to do something?
You want to let her go?
All right, you can maybe pull it toward the road. You can drop that saw if you need to. Oh, okay.
How about this?
That works. But then maybe pull the top toward the road now, so we don't ruin that fir tree. Yeah, yeah.
All right.
And we're mostly not on the little fence, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I think I'll try to set you up for a better drop zone on this next one.
Okay, rope is clear.
That way you don't have the fence under the lowered piece. That one was kind of had to do it because it was going to get hung up.
All right, rope is clear.
All right. bought that, or you know, Nick down at Lewis Saw Shop.
Yeah.
He gave that to me to use for video work, to try to get some local love, you know, of local business.
Well, I tell you, I was resistant to battery power, but man, they're nice. I have a Milwaukee that I use.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really compete with gas for like power and stuff, but you sure can compete with convenience.
Yeah. You see, and for us, going to the woods and taking a chainsaw was always, you know, a gas can and smelly gas in the back of the Jeep.
Yeah.
Now we throw that Milwaukee back there, and it's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's not like you're, you know, got a full log in a show.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that was pretty cool, August. Thank you.
Yeah, well, get ready for the next one. Yeah, I am kind of herky-jerky on these controls.
And she'll be smooth as silk in no time.
I don't know. I don't plan on running this a lot. I wanted to run it today because I thought, what if I could just drive up to it and just slay?
And you got to see that you can get it into a pretty tight spot.
Yeah, this is definitely. All right, so you got one on. It's gonna be heavier.
Okay.
It's going through 2 natural crotches up here though, so you'll have more aerial friction up here because I went through 2 points of friction.
Okay.
But it's gonna be a little exciting up here because we're lowering a pretty good sized piece off of these little noodles.
Okay. Well, hands are clear and feet are clear.
Come on, I cannot run this smooth. Oh my goodness. I might as well be at the fair. Just want to go over to my spot quickly, but I have to force myself to be precise. Probably better reduce that to 1 though. So you gotta take the slack out.
Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna say we're good. Oh yeah. That's what I did. Probably isn't right, but I'm positive that I'm secure down here, so I can pull the bottom out. How does that sound? Okay. Okay. Okay, it's cleared. Okay. How about if I just go back toward? Okay. Okay. The butt's moving.
All right, you can pull that tight. Pull all the slack out of it. This one you won't need the device at all. Won't be heavy enough. You get to experience kind of the freestyle mode. It's going to swing under.
Okay.
And you should be able to run it all the way down to the road.
Okay.
A little bit of friction up here, huh?
Oh, yeah, nice. Come on, baby, lay down.
Okay, try this one by hand too.
Okay.
And I think you'll enjoy it. It's kind of fun. So pull the slack out. Now this is gonna flip around and invert, and it's gonna be a little, you're gonna feel it. But after that, just burn it in over there.
Okay.
Your only goal being to miss this fence. A piece of wood kind of going fast, you don't want anything any rope to catch you.
Nope.
Alright, coming off.
Nice.
Isn't that fun?
Oh, yeah.
Just dumping it right where you want it.
That was cool.
And since this leans out over the fence, we'll just do that again. Otherwise, I'd just fall it, you know?
Yeah.
Right, the whole thing right across the fence. But there's a fence there, so.
The glass fence.
Yeah, glass fence. Pull the slack up to me. Okay, you got one on. It's a little heavier, but I think you didn't have trouble with the last one, right?
Nope, not at all.
Okay, watch out for this limb that's going to break and come back toward you.
Okay.
Okay. tug on you?
Not at all.
Nice. That means we got just the right amount of natural crotch friction. This next one I'm gonna belly rig it. It won't invert and be violent. Can you flip me that rope? Gonna walk it over here and you just keep walking this way, I'll have it. I'll save flip practice for another lesson.
Wow, nice. Look at that sun come in.
Yeah. Okay. So pull that nice and tight. These belly rigged ones, they'll just kind of drift off. They won't invert.
Okay.
This one will be a little heavier than the others, but at least it won't have a dynamic hit. Perfect. You know it's fun. You know it.
Yeah, see, and that one felt purposeful.
Yeah. We could do another one.
Yeah,
because it'll save us having to fall this next to the fence. Yeah, this one you'll get you'll see the proximity to the fence, and so it's like you can imagine if it was like somebody's nice fence with like lattice work on top of it, and you were just gonna float it out right above the fence and then drop it in the clear spot.
Yeah.
It'll be that kind of vibe. You definitely want it. You want to hold on to it at first.
Let it swing toward me, right? And
Yeah, because right now it's, yeah. And then once it's clear of our wire fence, then you know what to do.
Yep.
Yeah. But we're getting some extra movement this way because we're tied into noodles up there.
Oh yeah.
So they bend way down when something that heavy gets on it. Alright. Pull that tight. Probably want some kind of minimal wrap on it.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna rig it out. It's gonna look like it's falling on the fence or on the back of my truck, but then when it swings under, you'll be able to direct it out where those other pieces are.
Okay.
It's not super heavy, but it's also not something you probably would do with bare hands.
Okay.
It'd be easy to put too much friction on it though if you got all crazy with that thing down there.
Okay. No, it's pretty much, I think it's bare bones the way I have it set.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Nice. Yeah, it's real noodly,
Yeah.
but that was right where we wanted it. I think now just pull that rope out after you get that unhooked. And I can easily just hit the ground with the rest of it. Check out this interesting thing, YouTube audience. So I was looking at Larry's gun that he made after watching YouTube. And then he made me this, and we're going to try it out. And what's cool about it is it has a trigger instead of that big valve that you see me turning. Okay.
Expecting it to go right.
And it has a place for your shoulder. Tell me about those.
So this is what someone would use to refill a bike tire if they were out like on a road cycling excursion. It breaks down, so it would go in like a bicycle toolkit, and it's just got a regular Schrader valve type assembly that screws on, and then you just air it up like a regular air nozzle filling up a car tire or bike tire.
And you've done it with your Canon?
Yes, I have.
How many pounds did it put in it?
I only went as high as 60.
Okay.
So I'm sure it would probably go higher, but I stopped at 60.
So he uses fishing line, and we're using throw line, so we'll go higher. I got the pump. This thing just bled off its air, or we would try it.
Yeah, I kind of bummed. The seal inside this assembly must have gone bad.
Oh well, try it another time.
Yep.
I could see myself like one of those Mexican bandoleros
Yeah.
with like cartridges all over my chest going both ways like a big X.
Sometimes they'll just nail it.
How about it in Hayuchi the other day?
Yeah, wasn't that your first shot?
Yeah.
I think Max took a few.
Max tried a few and then I just nailed it. Walked up and nailed it.
It just bounced off the stem a little bit.
Man,
right,
it was
right around the branch you wanted.
It was ideal.
It almost was. It was good.
This will come out of the barrel easy. That's for sure. Whether it has enough weight to carry the string down to me, we'll see.
I'm going to pump a new monitor it.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you're playing in the poison oak. Yeah, you're gonna get some more of it. So is this PVC good for 100 pounds?
Yeah.
Well, they say. Yeah.
How about 200?
I would say no.
Okay.
What did we crank Joe's up to? I think we had his up over 100 pounds.
Oh yeah. We always go minimum 160.
Yeah.
But this is a smaller bag, so.
Yeah.
I bet she flies because I've had no problem.
But even the one that Joe made, I mean, it's a different design. We couldn't get it to go further
By more.
by more pressure.
Huh. So you found the sweet spot.
Yeah, the sweet spot was about 70.
I've been shooting this at 60 with that.
Yeah.
That bag.
Yeah.
That's why you want me to hold it while you pump it.
Yeah, when 60 was good.
What do you think?
A little more.
Anything under 60, it wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't going anywhere.
I think you're going to be surprised.
I still got 100 pounds.
100 pounds?
All right, Larry. We're gonna try out Larry's gun. Look at that.
You put a red dot on it. Yeah, that went up.
That thing kicked.
It hit pretty solid.